What do you do with your family heirlooms that are Family heirlooms? There's an article in the Wall Street Journal about they don't want my family heirlooms. Well, there may be a reason for it. So I've got some things in that people thought were worth a lot of money. This is a cool doll that's from a trip to Mexico. A Russian collector's plate. And of course, some precious moments, and they are precious. Look at their little faces. Now, family heirlooms. They probably aren't going to want them. Sad to say, but they don't have the same significance that maybe you put to them. So it might be time to try and sell them, but they might not even be worth selling. But if you share some things, maybe some precious moments, some of the kids will want them, and you may want to give them away before you meet your untimely demise. Now, I get these in. These are some of the things that I get in all the time, and I'll just go over them. Now, collector's plates. This is a Russian legacy number one collector's plate. See, it's even written in Russian. It's from 1988, so this is old. So someone paid a lot of money for this, and there are tons and tons of collector's plates. And what they did with this collector's plate, they even wrote it in a language you can't understand, unless you know how to speak Russian. And it's special. It has a certificate of authenticity. That means it's a real plate, and it's number 4203 of a certain set, and this is number one. We'll take this out so you can see that this is actually a collector's plate. It is beautiful. It is painted, and it does sit. You get a little plate rack, and you set it out, and they probably paid pretty good money for these. Now, there's tons and tons of these plates out there. There's ones with movie stars. There's John Wayne. There's Elvis. There's a ton of Elvis. And there's also things like Shirley Temple. But are these something that your kids or grandkids will want? Well, some of them may, but I'm gonna have to be honest with you. They don't want these kind of things. If you go into a person's home who's under 40 years old, they're not going to have plates hanging on the wall. They're not that excited about them. This is talking about the plate. I mean, look at this. You can say pages and pages talking about a plate. Now, I don't know if I could talk that long on a plate. And then they even give you things in. No, this is CCCP. That is USSR for Russia. So I guess maybe this is before the demise of the Soviet Union. But collector's plates, kids just don't want them. Are these worth any money? Probably not. You probably paid more for these than they're actually worth. And especially the ones with like John Wayne and Shirley Temple. Kids don't even know who Shirley Temple is anymore. We weren't forced to watch old movies because there was nothing else on TV. Now, this is an interesting item. Now, you may have a lot of nostalgic value put on this because you bought it in Mexico. So, this is a reminder of your trip. I bought this in New Mexico. Me and Grandpa, we had a great time. We met this couple. It was so much fun. But they don't know what to do with this. So, you may want to find a place that someone will appreciate something like that. And that would be where I would put this particular heirloom. Now, precious moments. People buy precious moments with the thought that they are going to be worth money. They're going to constantly go up in value. This is a very cool set. If you've ever gotten one of these, they thought it was the greatest gift they could ever give you. Maybe when you got married. See? I don't know. It looks like a child bride's, but hey, it's still kind of cool. And children, having children, there's even a little baby. They all have the cute little eyes. They are precious. They did get married in a church. I don't know how they got in there, but there they are. And this is crossing the threshold. I believe this is the same couple. Looks like it has the same little hat here. Now, these are very cool, and these did cost people a lot of money. Does that mean they're worth a lot of money? Unfortunately, they're really not. Now, you can sell some precious moments. Some precious moment stuff still sells. And if there's a unique one that maybe someone needs a piece for to complete their collection. Now, this is one in Growing Love. See, they're all sweet. That doesn't mean they're not cool. It doesn't mean they're not precious. It just doesn't mean there's something called a curio cabinet that older people have in their homes where they would collect stuff because it's a different generation. You know, they probably didn't have a credit card. They probably had to pay for it with their hard-earned money, and they couldn't get it right away. So they were precious to them, and they did mean a lot to them. Now, if you shared these, maybe some of your kids will want them, but it may be time. You're better off probably selling them if that's what you want to do. But precious moments, they're not going to be a lot. The reason I talk about all this stuff is because we get a lot of this stuff. I get calls on plates all the time. And the thing I hate hearing about the most is I've got a doll. A doll. Grandmas love buying dolls. Now, why do they like buying dolls? Probably because they got one doll their whole life. Now, you can get a doll at the dollar store. And you can get 20 of them. They go through them a lot. Now, this one, they took the time, and it's in a glass case. I don't know how she breathes in there. But this is a Madame Alexander doll, and she's probably going to... Yep, there she goes. She's going to fall over. Now, this is from the Madame Alexander's Christmas collection. This is called Christmas Cookie. It's a nice little doll. It's a harder plastic. And I think this... Yep, Christmas Cookie. See, it's even got the tags on it because Grandma saved the tags. It's got a few... See, it's got a couple gingerbread men on there. And you can talk about the Christmas Cookie. It's got everything with it. The American collection. All the things. And I probably have a certificate of authenticity here. Who it is. Yep. All kinds of great stuff. Now, this is something that someone took a lot of time, and they like dolls, and I think it's very sweet, but that doesn't mean it's going to be worth a lot of money. So you're going to go and you're going to find that they even, this is some really older people do, they cut out things, like things in the paper, and this is attached to the bottom. See, this cost $160, but if you're a member, it went for $144. I don't know how much it costs to become a member, but that is a Madame Alexander doll there. And there's just all different things. And then you can get the case. The dome. The dome's only $21. I think that's a pretty good deal for a dome. And there you can see you can put different things in the dome. And maybe this is more things that you can buy. I'll see here. That doesn't look like anything. Oh, here we go. There's a Madame Alexander doll. This is from the Smithsonian collection. You can buy all these things. And this one, the member price for this one is only $72. That sounds like a good deal for a doll, especially if you paid $160 for one. Now, dolls. There's porcelain dolls. There's all kinds of dolls. Are there dolls worth money? Yes, there's a few worth money. Is it this doll? Unfortunately, is not. I can't even get her. Can I get her to stand? If I can get her to stand, come on. Cookie. Well... There we go. So we put her in a little glass case and she's on display. Now, is that worth money? It's not worth money, unfortunately. Now, I know it's not sad. Don't be saddened by it. It's just not their generation. It's not the things that they want to do. It is just how things work. So if you're going through your collection, you've got stuff in your basement, maybe it is time to give them away, or maybe it is time to try and sell them, because these plates, the Russian plates, you can get a whole set for like $30. That may have cost $160, but they're struggling to get $30 for it. This is a nostalgic piece. It's just probably a tourist gift. It's not really selling. In precious moments, these still do have a little bit of value, but you're going to take the time, and more than likely they're not going to fight over the precious moments. What are they going to fight over? Well, just like every family, they're going to fight over money. And if you got any of these, they will want these. This is an old silver dollar, so things that maybe are nostalgic, or maybe you got from Grandma and Grandpa, are very cool, and everyone likes them, because that's what we want. We want to have memories, and if this is a memory, that's great. But more than likely, it's not going to be a memory. So if you want to give your grandkids and kids something they like, maybe you take them and you give them some of this, and then go shopping with them and buy them something, because, these are old, that guy's old, and that guy holds his value. He's always going to be worth $20 and whatever that can buy you, and maybe you go buy stuff with the money that you got from some of these things that I know you paid a lot of money for them, but it doesn't matter what you paid for them. It matters what you can get for them. So it's not bad news. I wouldn't take it personal. It's just a different generation. Just like you don't want a horse and buggy from your great-great-grandpa because you don't know what to do with it, and you probably don't want a little tiny child bride sitting in your house. So thanks for watching. Go out there, give away the stuff you can, and see if you got any of this sitting in your karaoke.